Well, so far, the stimulus isn't stimulating the job market. Our next guest says the only thing Washington is stimulating are piles of paperwork. Maybe Washington should listen. His state has the nation's lowest unemployment rate. Dave Heineman is the Republican governor of Nebraska, and he joins us on Your World. Governor, it's Brian Sullivan. Thank you in for Neil Cavuto today. Thanks very much for joining us. We had Tim Pawlenty, the governor of Minnesota, on earlier, about 20 minutes ago. He said something pretty interesting. He said states have to live within their means. Kind of a shocking admission, right? I mean, your state has gotten it right. How have you done it when so many other states are drowning under debt?
Well, Brian, let me just say in Nebraska we believe in a very simple, powerful, and important concept. We don't spend money we don't have, whether we're talking about individuals, families, businesses, or state government. We actually focused on reducing our spending about 2.5 years ago in state government. We reduced it from the planned growth by about 30%, and we've been able to generate more economic activity, more private sector jobs, and I am very proud we now have the lowest unemployment rate in America.
You know, I'll give you another chance to crow here, Governor, because you saw this coming a couple of years ago. Nebraska started to plan for an economic down. You know, amazing how many other states seem to have been oblivious a couple of years ago that the housing bubble, which you, by the way, never had, because I think Nebraskans are fairly responsible, didn't buy homes at 12 times their income. But you guys saw it coming. How? What did other people miss?
Well, we were trying to watch all the indicators, but it was just a gut instinct that, hey, this economy was going to slow down. Nebraskans didn't buy a home. They couldn't afford to pay the mortgage payment. And again, we've lowered taxes 4 years in a row. We tried to control our spending, and the end result was more economic activity. We generated the largest cash reserve in the history of the state, and to tell you the truth, we were very tight-fisted. 2 years ago, I remember people saying, boy, Governor, you're really clamping down. But you know what? Today they're very, very pleased with what we did.
You know, but hey, that means you're not going to be able to give everybody everything. If you clamp down, it means someone's not going to get a pork or an entitlement project. What'd you cut back on?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was very straightforward and honest with people. Government can't be all things to all people. And if you can slow the rate in government spending, you can make a huge difference. We focused on the most important priorities. The two that were key: how do we create more jobs, and how do we make sure we give our children the very best education we can?
We'll actually get your email alerts from the state of Nebraska for the stimulus money. So you seem pretty organized, thank you. But you say that in general, Washington is just creating paperwork. What's going on? You got to hire more paper pushers in Nebraska because of all the stuff that the federal government is sending to you?
Well, what that comment referred to was the Federal Highway Administration. They've actually approved environmental documents a couple of years ago for roads projects, and now they're saying we need additional documentation. So I've made a very straightforward statement. The Federal Highway Administration is more interested in stimulating paperwork than jobs. We need to cut through the red tape at the federal level. If they want more jobs, they've got to help us. I've shared that with the Vice President of the United States.
Let me get this straight, and we're running out of time. So basically, they approved work, you've gotten money to do the work, people want the work, and now they're asking you to do further environmental assessments before you can start the work?
That's basically correct. They're beginning to feel the heat now, and I understand they may back off that, but that's what really made me mad. Let's don't stimulate paperwork. Let's put Americans back to work. That's my focus.
Well, I have a feeling we may have an asphalt czar coming in Washington, so we have 32 others. Governor Dave Heineman of Nebraska, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Brian.
Now to the other